proud to welcome Jacqueline with us here this morning. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us. Let's all welcome her, and we can all now light the lamp. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Could we come back to the dais, please? Thank you very much. May I now call upon Mr. Pankaj Patel, President FICCI and Chairman and Managing Director, Cadila Healthcare, to deliver the welcome address. Thank you, Mr. Patel, for this. Thank you. Please.
A very good morning. Mr. Ajay Mittal, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. His Excellency Mr. Nadir Patel, High Commissioner of Canada to India. His Excellency Mr. John Terry, Mayor of Toronto, Canada. Our own Mr. Uday Shankar, Chairman, FICCI Media and Entertainment Committee and Chairman and CEO, Star India. Mr. Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, Chairman, FICCI Film Forum and Director and Founder of ROMP Private Limited. Our special guest, Ms. Jacqueline Fernandez. Mr. Sudhanshu Pandey, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Commerce. Mr. Didar Singh, invited guests, speakers, and our colleagues and friends from Canada. Good morning and welcome to the 18th milestone of FICCI Frames, Asia's only platform which gives equal voice to all multifarious arms of Indian media and entertainment industry. A special welcome to our friends from Canada, our partner country for this year. As you all know, a few years ago, the Indian and Canadian government signed a crucial audiovisual cooperation treaty that helps producers from both the countries exchange technical, artistic, and marketing expertise. Art and culture is a catalyst of bilateral bonds, and we are delighted by the presence of the Canadian delegation this time. It has been 18 years since we started out, and what a journey it has been. Of landmark of policies reached, you just had audiovisual depicting that. Impending measures have been tabled, challenges have been overcome, market trends analyzed, and most importantly, relationship being built and strengthened. These relationships over the years have transformed the media and entertainment landscape of the country and placed India firmly on the world map. With the Indian entertainment industry breaking new ground, evolving and reinventing itself, FICCI Frame has been a steady and constant cheerleader, supporting the industry with advice.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Your Excellency, Mayor of Toronto, Mr. John Tory, Mr. Nadir Patel, Honorable Secretary, Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Ajay Mittal, Joint Secretary, Department of Commerce, Mr. Sudhanshu Pandey, Mr. Pankaj Patel, Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, friend Didar Singh Ji, Ms. Jacqueline Fernandez, friends from the world of media and entertainment. Before I put in my two-bit in front of you, I think a loud round of applause is in order for the 18th year of FICCI Frames. And for the incredible team of Leena and her colleagues who made it possible year after year. In this country, we all know we often create great things, but for them to grow from strength to strength is not an easy one. And for that, the tribute must be paid to Leena and her team. Thank you, Leena. Keep up the good work, please. The theme, as Mr. Patel pointed out, is digital divide or a digital dividend. I'm sure we will all hear a lot from you in the next couple of days about it. But personally, I find predicting the future to be a tricky business, especially when it involves the adoption of new technology. Just a year ago, at this very venue, there was a lively discussion on digital adoption. Less than a year, we are past the tipping point in this country. The distance that India has traveled in adopting internet-based behavior is nothing short of remarkable. From buying goods and services to ordering in, we seem to have done it all forever in this country. India is now one of the largest markets for mobile applications, be it by volumes of downloads, consumption of video, or e-commerce, for which it seems to have already emerged as the next big frontier. On the other hand, the conversation last year was about how many more unicorn startups will we see in India. This year, it seems it is about how many lame horses will the sector will have digital giants like Netflix and Amazon Prime. The story of bottomless war chess may or may not be true, but it does give us a sense of the competition that they see from homegrown digital enterprises, not just the likes of Hotstar, but others including Voot, Ditto, and many more. If there is one thing we know for sure, it is that this year we will see a lot more lively activity on this front. The technology that some of us have introduced in this country is as good, if not better than the best in the world. Combined with the reset in cost and quality benchmarks led by the likes of Reliance Jio, this has driven the adoption by the Indian consumer at a breathtaking pace. But while we celebrate this rapid growth, for this group of creative business people, today I would like to point out a somewhat disturbing trend that I notice. Bear with me. A trend that in the long run is likely to undo a lot of gains that we have made in the last few decades. I'm concerned if the Indian creative mind is in a position to respond to the pace of technological change with an equally rapid evolution in its creativity. Conservative. Even a word like, forgive me for using it, Sali, has to be silenced in a film. The city names must be absolutely correct and contemporary. And of course, do not go anywhere near discussions of women's issues, let alone female security.
More Collywood, we need more Mollywood, we need more Sandalwoods, and we want them all in what is the most diverse city in the world. You may have seen recently when the Mayor of London, and it was a wonderful thing for the world that he was elected, Mayor Khan, in the city of London by the people there, and he declared himself to be the mayor of the most diverse city in the world, and the BBC, as only they could, went off to check that out. And they came back and had said, no, he was sadly mistaken, that the most diverse city in the world was Toronto. And we're proud of that. Our city's been built. Our city has been built by people, including those from South Asia, who have come in such large numbers. 51% of the people who live in the city of Toronto were born outside of the country. Now, this is something that is unprecedented, and it is something where our way of life is on display every day, where we embrace people because they're different. And we embrace people because they come from somewhere else and bring new ideas and new approaches and new beliefs with them to our city. And frankly, we want to have it all. We want to have that, and we want to have that combined with more activity on the part of this industry in our great city. And I can tell you that we bring to the party, as it were, a great, experienced, energized talent pool of people that are familiar with television production, digital production, visual effects, every aspect of the industry that are represented here. We bring partnerships, including our unions, for example, who are represented here with us on this mission, part of our delegation as evidence of how we work together as partners. Now, some would say that all that means it's not about the money. I've learned it's always about the money in some respects. I came from the media and entertainment business, and I know that it is about making money, among other things. And I just want you to know that to the extent as well that we have very generous financial incentives provided by the Ontario and federal governments, making us one of the most competitive production jurisdictions in the entire world, what we want to do is we want to work with you to plan ahead so you can take advantage of those financial incentives that are available, because they can't just be received at the drop of a hat, but they can, with a little bit of careful planning, be made available to you to make it even more attractive for you to come and do business with us in Toronto. And we offer secure financial institutions, government supports, ease of navigating, and we've seen everything from a television series of all kinds, digital productions, gaming products, and feature films, of course, produced very successfully in Toronto. So I look here today, and we're here to say that we want to have a partnership between Toronto and India. It's a partnership of enterprise and creativity and talent and experience, and yes, money, so that we can produce content of all kinds, but in particular produce Indian content of all the kinds that I made reference to, Indian content for the world, because you want to find more and more ways to showcase unparalleled commitment as well to customer service. So when you come to Toronto, you'll have not only all of the talent and all of the financial incentives, but you will have us in your corner saying we are going to make it easy for you to produce whatever it is you've come to produce in terms of film and other creative industries. So I am looking forward to a new slate of projects that will come and be with us as partners in the City of Toronto, opening a new chapter in the great history of this industry, which has such a fantastic global reputation, but also a great new chapter in our history of an industry that is growing in importance, billions of dollars taking place of production in the City of Toronto, and we're looking forward to having all kinds of screen-based and other digital entertainment working with you in partnership. I hope, as High Commissioner Patel said, if you haven't been to Toronto, you will come and visit. If you come and visit, please come and see me and the other councillors. We will make sure that you're shown a good time, and we will make sure that you understand what a great place it is to produce creative content and how much we're looking forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Tory, and thank you for us today. And I'm sure that all of you will do business and actual collaboration with us as this happens. Now, as part of our activity, and you heard this mentioned a little earlier also, we always do a report with KPMG that's really the benchmark for the industry. So may I request the dignitaries to now kindly release the report, and may I also request KPMG representative here to join us on the dais while this is done. The report, please.